We're here with Tate Nation, who has generously lent us his work on the harbor, which can be seen behind him for the Turkey Day run. Tate, you've been a longtime Charleston native. How long have you been in town?
Since college, over 30 years.
And when did you paint on the harbor?
Well, this was originally painted in 2000.
And
this is the original right there. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, I mean, the inspiration is obviously Charleston, but you're known for a sort of heavy texture and bright colors. How did that come about?
Well, I worked for a long time as an illustrator, and for about 15, 16 years as an illustrator. And I got to do all different sorts of styles and working in all different sorts of media. And so I've run the whole gamut, everything from very slick, very polished artwork, very realistic to very whimsical, to very lighthearted, to very even abstract. And working as an illustrator when I was doing children's books and magazine covers and things like that, I got to try a little experiment, try a little bit of everything. So over time, when I started painting for myself, painting paintings to be in galleries and such, I had the opportunity to just kind of blend my favorite styles and media. And over time I came up with something that wasn't slick or polished, but I got to experiment more and more with texture. So my paintings these days, if you see them up close, there's a whole lot of texture in them. I build up a lot of layers of paint, multiple layers, and different layers of dark to light colors as well. So all of that kind of shows through when you look at the paintings. This is no exception. There's a lot of texture to this piece, and if you see the original or even see prints of it, you can tell that it's pretty heavily textured.
You and Rob, our race director, looked through several paintings, obviously wanting something Charleston themed for our downtown race, but how did you all settle on this one?
Well, the race itself is a fun race. It's Thanksgiving Day, it's fun. You wouldn't be out there running if you weren't having a good time. And I love to run myself, and I run quite a bit. So we talked about it and thought, not only does this exemplify Charleston in sort of a fun way, but it also kind of combines a lot of the features that are so characteristic of Charleston. We've got water, we've got the old homes, we've got boats and sky and sails, and we just thought that this would be something that kind of said Charleston in a fun way, which it should be for the shirt and for the posters. This
is not the first time your work has been used for a race in this area, is it?
No. Several others. The Old Village Harbor Run, it's a 5K run in Mount Pleasant, has used my work for 10 or 11 years now. I've always, wanted to support the race and sponsor it, so my work has been on shirts and posters for a number of years. It's also going to be on the Charleston Marathon in 2012, a different piece. Each time I use a different piece. I don't repeat the same piece over and over and over. But the Charleston Marathon is going to have one of my pieces that's called These Old Houses. And
talk to us a little bit about this painting displays one of your favorite attributes of Charleston. You and I have talked about your love for the water. Has that been a central part in a lot of your pieces?
It has. A lot of my pieces are kind of centered around water, or at least have water appearing in them. It's one of the things I love most about Charleston. When we talked about this and you asked me what it was about Charleston that I like so much, or most of all, it's being around the water. I come from Kentucky in upstate New York, where there's not a whole lot of water except for lakes. But I've been here, like I said, for over 30 years. And one of the things that I just never get too much of is driving over bridges or going to the beach or seeing water all around me. I'm kind of energized by being around water. And I'm a swimmer too, so I was a college swimmer, so I think that has a whole lot to do with my love of water as well.
Another one of our active Charlestonians, huh? Running and swimming?
I like it. And triathlons. I like to think so.
How long does it take you to paint a piece such as this?
Oh my gosh. I'm not a very fast painter, so consequently I'm not terribly prolific either. It's not unusual for a piece to take me 50 to 100 hours. A piece like this, I don't know, I did it about 10 or 11 years ago. I would have to guess it probably took me somewhere in between. Let's say 75 hours. Not 75 years. I'm not that old.
And Your work can be recognized on a bunch of advertisements with Coca-Cola, the Postal Service, Delta, but also here locally, one that you have mentioned and that I've heard others mention was the Spoleto Festival.
Right, 2 times. I'm a 2-time Piccolo Spoleto poster winner, 2000 and in 2010, just last year. Abstract pieces of mine were chosen to be the official poster for Piccolo Spoleto, and quite an honor, and I'm really proud of it, and happy that they chose me. I guess 2000 to 2010, I should go for it again in 2020. What do you think?
There you go, absolutely. All right, Tate Nation joining us to talk a little bit about the piece that he helped us select for the Turkey Day run.
www.tatenation.com. Thank you.